Hi, this is Waylon with Legend Calls. Today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to effectively use our Legend Extreme Canada Goose call. We have our LXC Smoke, our LXC Patriot, and our LXC Blue. First of all, I am going to start with just the standard basic two-wit, the honk, just the regular locator call, just the standard Canada Goose honk. And again, what I say into my call is two-wit. Now, where a lot of people make the mistake is on the wit part of it. Everybody can get the two, but to get the call to break, to get this little reed to crack over just nice, it's got to break. It's got to dip down into this tone board just right to give it that high-pitched honk. And that is the tricky part. So what you're going to want to do, where a lot of people mess up, is they don't emphasize the wit with just a sharp. You got to just cut it off sharp with your tongue and your lips, just a sharp burst of air. So, and here's what it sounds like into the back of the call. It's just to get it to honk and break really crisp and clean. It's got to be a sharp wit. And here's what it sounds like. That's just a two-wit. And another thing I like to do is I like to give a little bit of voice into the call, just a little hum. And to me, it makes it sound a little more realistic. It's a little more raspy that way. Here is just a smooth two-wit with no hum. Here is two-wit with a little bit of voice, a little bit of rasp, a little bit of hum. I'm sure you can hear the difference. And here's what it sounds like in the back of the call when I give it a little bit of hum. It's just a toot. And just give it a little bit of voice. And again, that's the standard honk. Next, we will move on to the cluck. And there's different versions of the cluck, but just the basic is just a two-wit. Just cram it together, and it's going to sound like twit, twit. Just a sharp little twit. Instead of emphasizing the two, it's just the wit pretty much. Just twit, twit. And here it is. I'll do the twit, 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 and then I'll throw a two-wit, like a honk into there. It makes it a little more realistic, in my opinion, to throw a honk in when you're doing the clucks. Again, it's just kind of a personal opinion there, but the twit, it sounds like this into the back of the call, just a sharp little bit of air pressure, and then I give it a little bit of voice too, so it sounds like this. It's basically just wit, honestly, but I mean, again, it just takes a ton of practice. And that's the biggest thing with anything too. Practice, practice, practice. I know you hear it all the time, practice makes perfect. With a goose call, it really does. You really just gotta practice. On your way to work, put your earplugs in, and I've done it in a vehicle without earplugs in a lot, and I think I'm a little bit deaf because of that, but protect your ears, but just practice. Practice as much as you can in the off season. It's gonna make you a much better caller, and you will see a difference. The birds will react a little better when you're kind of know what you're doing and know what you're talking about with the geese. They kind of have a crazy lingo, kind of a neat language. And so next, I am going to dive into the feeding call. The lay down call is what I call it. So that's the last call you're going to make when they're on the deck, pretty much. They're 60 yards out. You're just kind of comforting them on the landing. So that sounds something like this. You're basically saying duh, da 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 into the call. Again, I give it a little voice. Here's what it sounds like. I'll throw a little bit of clucks in there, here and there, just give it a little more realistic feel. Now I want to take you through a full scenario. The three basics are the lay down, just the da 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 da, the cluck, and just the honk. This typical, hey, look, I'm over here. There's really good food. Come check it out. I'm going to give you a full scenario, a rundown. I'll start with the hail call, which is just a long two-wit. You just emphasize the two and the wit. It sounds something like this. Kind of just hang on to the wit, then you can hang on to the two a little bit. Just really stretch it out, just give it some volume. You want to grab their attention. And then next, once they start seeing you, they're about 100 yards out, you want to get excited. Just kind of really get them committed and get them sure of their opinion to land, sure of their decision to come and check you out. And that's kind of something like this. And then once you kind of, they're about 60 yards out, almost in shooting range, but give them a lay down call. Just make sure they're committed. Give them a little bit of this. And then you lay down your call and get ready because they're on the deck. So again, I'm going to go through the full scenario. 200 yards out, all the way to in your decoys right in front of you. Here it is. Shoot. And that's pretty much what I do most of the time when I'm goose hunting. That's the scenario I play in my head. Just kind of, you just got to kind of work the geese as you see them. I mean, there's all different ways they'll come in. Sometimes they're silent, and sometimes they don't like, to be really yelled at. But you just got to kind of play it by ear, and a good decoy spread is a lot of it too. But I mean, man, get yourself one of these calls, and if you already got one, well, thank you, and you're gonna love it. Get used to it, and you're gonna kill more geese this fall. Thanks, and God bless.